What is going on, guys? I'm Steven and welcome back to another China phone review. Now it's a beautiful day today and this is perfect to test the DOOGEE Hitman DG850. It's a Xiaomi Mi4 clone, but not a one-to-one clone, so there are many differences, but we'll check them out in this video. As always, you can find a link to the seller down below in the description. It's from efoxshop.com, so feel free to check it out. And don't forget to check out chinadevices.com, which brings you the latest news and tutorials about China phones. Okay guys, so now let's get started with the review. Now before we have a look at the smartphone, let's check out the specs of it. It comes with a 5-inch HD screen, it's an IPS screen and OGS, so one glass solution. It comes with the MTK6582 octa-core SoC, running at 1.3 GHz. The OS is Android 4.4.2 KitKat. It comes with dual band WCDMA, that means 900 and 2100, and quad band GSM like 850, 900, 1800 and 1900. This is important, so check out what frequencies your provider is using and then compare the frequencies. If the frequencies don't match, the phone will not work in your country, so please check this before you buy such a Chinese smartphone. The internal memory is 16 GB of ROM and we have 1 GB of RAM. So unfortunately just 1 GB of RAM, but this phone retails for only $150, which is almost nothing for a full Metalbody phone. And it comes with a 30 megapixel rear camera plus OV camera. So I think this stands for the OmniVision sensor, which should have good quality, but we will check it out later anyway. It also comes with an 8 megapixel front facing camera with wide-angle lens, and this should also look really nice and we'll just check it out in the review. It also comes with some gadgets like an IR blaster and a little button at the back cover to trigger the camera. So pretty cool features for $150. And now let's do a quick unboxing and let's just have a look at all the parts which we can find inside of the box. Now I have already unpacked everything here for you and let's have a quick look at all the parts. Now first of all, it came with a screen protector, which you can see right over here. Also with a little microfiber cloth to clean the display before you apply it. And yeah, this one is included, but there's already a screen protector on the smartphone. Then there was a little bag and it comes with a metal needle to open up the SIM card tray. It's a dual SIM phone. And it also comes with a SIM card adapter from nano to micro SIM card. Then it also comes with a little sticker on the phone, and this sticker shows you EMA numbers. And this is really important if you update the software, and sometimes the NVRAM can get corrupted and your EMA number gets deleted. And yeah, here you can find your EMA number, so don't lose it. It also comes with a protection case. This is made out of plastic, it's quite flexible, so it's transparent along the frame and the rest is semi-transparent. Looks kinda cool. Then let's have a look at this USB cable. It's a standard USB cable. It looks like the USB cable from the OnePlus One. You can see that type of USB cable on a lot of China phones and I have to say it looks quite nice. Then let's have a look at this. This is a quick guide from DOOGEE. It just tells you some basic things and it's multi-language, but yeah, you won't need it if you know how to turn on the smartphone. You can just throw that away. Then the phone also comes with a headset, and this headset looks really nice, so we can just get it out of the plastic. And it's a real headset, also with microphones, so not only headphones. Here we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and here we have the remote control, so to mute. And it comes with the DOOGEE logo, everything made out of plastic. And here we have in-ears. So yeah, you get in-ears on a lot of China phones. And I have to say, the headset looks like it would have good quality. Then let's have a look at the charger, DOOGEE logo. The form looks a little bit strange, but it comes with the correct adapter for your country. Here you have a USB port and it's a standard charger, so 5 watts, that means 5 volt and 1 amp. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's everything you can find inside of the box, although the box looks kinda nice as you can see here. And now let's have a look at the smartphone, so let's check out the DOOGEE DG850. So first of all, let's check out the phone from the outside and let me quickly share my thoughts with you. Now Metalbody is always great, and I have to say it looks very nice, feels also pretty good, and it's not too thick, and the Metalbody looks definitely awesome. Here also the back side, it's very glossy and it's a little bit curved, that feels a little bit strange, but you get used to this. Now you may already see some differences to the Xiaomi Mi4, but I have to say for now it looks really great. So let's have a look at the front side, and we can just switch off the display. and you see it's completely black when it's turned off, looks really good. Definitely IPS, great viewing angles, great colors, and I have to say the display quality of the smartphone is very good. It's just like on the Elephone P3000 or G6, the display looks very nice and the colors are great. Then let's have a look here at the top side. Here we can see the proximity and light sensor, in the middle the speaker, and right from that we can see the front facing camera with the wide angle lens. Now what I really like is the frame. The frame left and right from the display is very thin, it looks damn awesome, but it's also very glossy. If you look at the front side, if you're outside and the sun is shining, you can barely see anything, but it looks very cool. Then here at the bottom we have capacitive buttons. We have capacitive home, back and menu button. The only bad thing is that the backlight doesn't look that good. So I can switch off the light and let's just see how the backlight looks. And if you now check out the home button for example, then you can see that the backlight doesn't look that good. So only the bottom half has proper backlight. And yeah, that looks a little bit strange if it's dark, but anyway, that's the only thing which I don't really like. Then now let's bring back the light and let's have a look at the frame. So the left side of the frame contains the SIM card tray. And yeah, it's a dual SIM phone, but only comes with one tray. That's a bit strange, isn't it? No, it's not, because you can input both SIM cards in one tray, and that's a pretty cool thing. Now the body is CNC milled, it's made out of aluminum, but it feels very rough. And the bezels here feel pretty rough, like it's just CNC milled in one step, and yeah, it feels a little bit strange, and I would definitely use the cover, because then it doesn't feel that rough. And also this here, I don't like this design, because here that feels very rough. And I also killed my t-shirt with the sharp edge here, so that's definitely not a good design, and this is much better on the Xiaomi Mi4. Now here you can see the real IR blaster, so this is working, I can confirm it. It works perfectly with my old Toshiba TV, but also works with a lot of other devices. Then let's go around the frame here. It really looks nice and also feels pretty good, but some more bezels would be better. Then here we have the volume rockers, the power button, everything made out of metal, just like on the real Xiaomi Mi4. Now here at the bottom we have the micro USB port to charge the smartphone. It looks also a little bit different. Here we have the bottom microphone, and here we have the speaker with this metal speaker grid, so actually just holes in the frame, and the design is pretty cool. Now here on the back side we have the back camera, which should have pretty good quality. We'll just check it out a little bit later. Right under this we have the LED flash, and under the LED flash we have the rear touch button to execute the camera for taking selfies, so that's a pretty cool feature. Now at the bottom we have the DOOGEE logo, and it looks a little bit girly-like with that glitter thing, but yeah, that's just my personal opinion, and the black logo would be much cooler. Anyway, that's the outside from the DOOGEE, pretty good quality, just it feels a little bit rough, but with a cover that is perfect. Now let's also quickly check out the SIM card tray, and in the beginning of this video I've told you it's a dual SIM phone. But how does the SIM card tray look like? And you can open it up with that little needle here or something similar, and then it pops out, and then you can remove the SIM card tray. And it's actually a pretty cool thing. It's just like on the Mi4, but you cannot put in a micro SD card. You can just put in two SIM cards. It's basically double-sided. You have SIM card slot 2 and 1, which is labeled on the SIM card tray, and it's basically a double-sided SIM card tray. Pretty cool thing, but it would be much better like on the Mi4, where you can use one SIM card and one micro SD card, but here you can just use two SIM cards. Pretty easy to use, and I will now reattach it, and after this we'll just check out the Android system. Oh yeah, now everything is back in place, and let's go quickly through the operating system. This is Android KitKat, and it feels smooth as hell, even though it's just the slow MTK6582 quad-core SoC. But yeah, I have to say the ROM is pretty nice. It looks very similar to Xiaomi MIUI, but anyway, it's not MIUI, it's just some different port. But I have to say it looks great, and it's also smooth. Here in About the Phone we can see it's definitely KitKat. We have the KitKat animation, so no spoofed operating system. And we also have your wireless update, but don't expect a lot of updates, or if there are even updates I can't tell you this. So here you can see it's the version from November, and if I go to check for an update it will just say latest update. So check out NeedROM if you need an update for this. Okay, then here we can check out the settings. So it comes with Wi-Fi, so let's see if Wi-Fi is working and how good the signal is. Let's switch it on, so there we go. And now it's connecting to my home network, and I have to say the signal looks a little bit weak because we just have here 1 bar. And for instance on my OnePlus One I have 3 or 4 bars. And we can also see a signal strength fair 24 Mbits just. So the signal quality on Wi-Fi could be a little bit better, so maybe that's because it's a Metalbody phone. Here we have Bluetooth, so let's see if Bluetooth is working. We can just switch on here my Innertech Bluetooth speaker. Pretty good thing, pretty cheap. And yeah, it's now searching for Bluetooth devices, but anyway, I think I have to restart it because it's not seeing the speaker. So let me just go back here. Okay, and let's just re-enter the settings. Okay, so now it is working. And you see it also finds my Bluetooth speaker, so Bluetooth is definitely working. Then here we have HotKnot, and this is a pretty cool thing. It's like NFC for MediaTek devices. You know, a lot of MediaTek devices don't support NFC, and HotKnot is a very similar feature. Basically HotKnot is the same like NFC, just from MediaTek, and it works similar, and it uses a lot of sensors for this. And if you want to read more about HotKnot, just check out the link down below in the description. Then here we have 3 finger screenshot. This is a pretty cool feature, and you can just use your 3 fingers on this 5-point capacitive touchscreen to record and screenshot. And here we also have some other things like storage. This is important to check out because we have here 2 partitions. We have here a 10 GB partition, another 3.4 GB partition, and the rest of the space is reserved for the ROM. So it also takes some space, but altogether it's 16 GB. Here under battery stats you can see my battery stats. Those are not really accurate, but you can see the screen currently takes the most power because yeah, it's on maximum brightness. And I also had a weird bug where phone take 50% of the battery, but yeah, I had to restart and then it was gone, so it was really weird, but battery is pretty good and it lasts 1 day for sure. Then here we have running apps in the background. This basically tells us how much RAM is used here in idle. So 500 megabytes of RAM and you still have 440 megabytes of free RAM. So not that much, unfortunately. This phone just has 1 GB, but with 2 GB this phone would be awesome. Now let's go here to the bottom, and I just found one Chinese application. I'm not sure what it is doing, but if anyone speaks Chinese, could you please try to translate this? I would be really glad for this. Anyway, I will just try to disable it right now because I'm not sure what this app is doing. But all in all, the ROM looks very clean. Now we also have here location-based services, so GPS, as you will see later, different languages, keyboards, you can add accounts, basically everything you can do on every other Android smartphone. Okay, so that were the settings. Then now let's quickly check out the Android status bar, because here you get an overview over the settings once again. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS is supported, is working, and yeah, we also have cast screen and some other features. Okay, then now let's quickly check out all important features. Let's start with the dial application to see that everything is working. And we can just try to dial here some random number, and you may get a roaming warning. That's completely normal and can be disabled in the settings of the smartphone. So just go to settings and SIM card settings. And yeah, it's working. We can also test light and proximity sensor. This is also working, switches off the display. We can test the speaker. Speaker quality is good. It's very loud at maximum volume, much louder than for instance my iPhone clone. And I have to say that is okay. Okay, then you see I'm connected to my network, so it works in my country. Please just double check the frequencies before you buy a Chinese smartphone. That's really important, also if you live in America. Also a major problem on Chinese smartphones are ghost touches. But here it feels pretty good. It's a 5-point capacitive touchscreen. You can type with 2, 5 fingers, it doesn't matter, and it isn't laggy and feels pretty good. Then let's just check out the Explorer. So this is the internet browser. We can just check out here some YouTube video, so you can hear the sound quality and also see the video quality.
Somebody hit you? Here. Let me help. You get missing parts.
So yeah, movie playback browsing the internet, not a problem for the DOOGEE DG850. Yeah, then let's have a look at the Play Store. It comes with all the Google apps, everything pre-installed. It's not common on Chinese smartphones, some do not come with Google apps, but this one does. You don't have to play around with this. We can also check out here a remote, and it comes with an IR blaster, and it's that little thing here. And you can use this to control your TV, and you can use your smartphone as a remote control. But you don't have to use it on your TV, you can also control a lot of other devices. So you can edit the remote here, delete it, it's pretty cool. You can just add different remotes for different devices and switch between them. You can use it to control your TV, set-top boxes, audio systems, streaming boxes, projectors, your air condition, or maybe some user-defined devices. And yeah, I'm not sure if this is working, but you can see if you just click at TV, then we have a lot of devices. And for instance, my old Toshiba TV, which is 7 years old, works perfectly with this application. So I can just say for a $150 device, it's really nice that it comes with a functional IR blaster. Also, it comes with two camera applications, the standard camera application and camera box, which offers a lot of features, but let's start with this one. Let's go outside and let's do a quick camera test. So let's go, guys. Oh yeah, we're now outside in my garden. It's a beautiful day today, perfect to test the camera. And yeah, you see it's not laggy or shaky and it feels pretty good, and many cameras are really laggy on Chinese smartphones, but this one not. And the autofocus also is pretty okay. It's very accurate, just sometimes a little bit slow or you have to focus a second time. But yeah, it's pretty accurate the most time and also pretty fast. The shutter here also works. I'm not sure what the slider is doing. I've never seen this in this application. And yeah, actually nothing changed, but I will test this a little bit later. Here on the left side we have several effects, and we also can record videos here with this button. The autofocus works as good in video mode as it does in picture mode, and I will try to record and test video with a lot of things like close-ups, wide angle, and then I will try to upload it down below into the description, and you can check it out on chinadevices.com. Yeah, here we have settings, we have a lot of effects here, we have some camera settings, and here we can see the preview size is now 4:3, and here we have 30 megapixel. If you switch to full screen, then it drops down to 6 megapixels, and yeah, I will do some 16:9 photos and some 4:3 photos and upload them. And yeah, unfortunately in 16:9 you just have those 6 megapixels, but let's see if it looks as good like in 4:3 mode. And I will try to capture some photos now and upload them down below, so feel free to check them out on chinadevices.com. We're now back inside and let's quickly check out the other applications and features. The second app, Camera Box, is pretty cool because it offers a lot of features, also works with this back button. We have here also all the Google apps pre-installed, Google Mail, Play Store, Google Plus settings. That's not common, it's not pre-rooted, but you can root it with a tutorial on chinadevices.com. And yeah, we have a music player, basically all the things here are default features, but maybe let's check out touch letters, because this is the first phone where it works pretty good. I mean, the recognition is not that good, so sometimes it doesn't recognize it, but that's actually the pretty good thing. Because this is the first phone where it doesn't unlock in my pants, and I really like this, so that's a pretty cool thing. It doesn't unlock in my pants, and that's the thing why I have said those wake up gestures are bullshit, but here it works like a charm. Okay, basically that's it, and that were all the features of the DOOGEE DG850. And the design is awesome, it's really nice, and also the operating system is good. Metal all the way, baby. Just it feels a little bit rough. And yeah, it's not the fastest one, but anyway, what you will see now is a quick GPS test. After this you will see several benchmarks, and after this there will be my conclusion about the smartphone. We are now here outside again, and now let's do the GPS test. So I'm using the GPS test application here because you can compare the signal bars with other phones, because a lot of people are using this, and this is pretty good to compare the signal quality. You can see here the bars, and it goes from 0 to 100, which means the signal quality, and it stays here just like the Xiaomi 0 at about 30, but that's really common. I haven't had any China phone which reached anything higher than 50, so that's just MediaTek, guys. But the accuracy is pretty good. It drops down to usually 9 to 10 feet. And also, if you use, for instance, Google navigation, it doesn't jump around and it works pretty good. Maybe on cloudy days the signal will be not as good because we are here between 20 and 30 signal quality only. Okay, now you will see some benchmarks, and after this you will hear my conclusion about the smartphone.
I can't find my way back to you until you make amends with the demons you've been through. And I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home. Find your way back home. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Until you find your way back home. I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're now at the end of this review, and here comes my conclusion about the DOOGEE Hitman DG850. Now this phone is really nice for the price, it's just $150, but you cannot compare it to the Xiaomi Mi4, it's a whole different level. The Xiaomi Mi4 comes with a Snapdragon, not a crappy MTK, it comes with a lot of more RAM, better display, better build quality, but all in all, if you don't need that much power like you get with the Xiaomi Mi4, the DOOGEE Hitman DG850 is a very good alternative, which is also a lot cheaper, because the Xiaomi Mi4 I think costs more than $400, and this one here just $150. So it's usually you get what you pay for, but here price performance is definitely okay. I have no long-term test, but I've used it now for 4 days and I haven't had any issues with it. Battery lifetime okay, performance okay, no crashes. There are just some minor things which I don't really like, and those things are just regarding the body, because yeah, it feels rough even though it's metal. And also the sharp edges around the 3.5mm headphone jack are not really good, so this sucks a little bit, doesn't feel good in your hands, and this is maybe also why they include this little cover. But anyway, for $150, a pretty good deal, just 1GB of RAM, just the MTK 6582, but for the most people this is enough. Also the number one Mi4, or however is it called, has almost the same specs, and you see you don't get anything much better for the price range. And it's something between $150, $160, and then you get some octa-cores. There are also octa-cores below this, but usually they have very poor quality, just like the X-Geo. It's a plastic body, the ROM is okay but not very special, and here you get a mixture of everything, so it's pretty good. And yeah, you can find the link down below in the description. Also don't forget to check out chinadevices.com. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I really hope I see you again in my next videos. So bye bye and have a nice day.